guys, Dandelion's here, and this is part 28 of the short series of the Pope, and we're talking about the day that he's in, doing different things in Philly. And this is a line in the last section that I pulled out from the Benjamin Parkway heading, and it shows the heading on the still, if you zoom into that. Hopefully it's not blurry. So that's where we are when I picked this up, and I just wanted to show you what we were doing in the last section. In this section, we're going to be looking at the last place that the Pope stays, the Seminary, and there's some amazing alignments having to do with the Sun Pyramid. So stay tuned. Further, it comes down here to South America. Okay, so we're on September 27th, and the Pope at 9 a.m. He's going to wake right up and meet with 300 to 350 bishops at St. Martin's Chapel at St. Charles Borromeo Seminary. So I put that into the gematria account, and I wanted to show you the anagram of the 816 that came up. The Jewish gematria also matches George Washington. So this is where it is in Google Earth. One of the meridians is 230, kind of like a 23. I just want to show you where it is according to the. It looks like it's near the eye. Do you see the nose of Isis right here? So it could be very much in the eye. When I was first found Isis here, I was looking all around, and I think this is a hospital, and I thought, oh, that's probably the eye, and I completely missed this big place. Look at what it's the Seminary of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Philadelphia. So that's pretty major to be inside her eye, right? So I think I forgot to mention when we were on the date is that 927 is the birthday of the Jesuit order, and I do want to look that up for you. Make sure that we're not missing anything. I'm just going to take another measurement here again. So I just want to show you that this shape is actually pretty similar to what I have seen in Paris with the Holy Twins in the womb of Isis, and I'm going to take you there just because I need to look at it myself too and make sure that I remember this right. But this really looks like a trident to me, and it is pointing, I guess, towards the center of her eye. This ground length here, using their measurements, is 0.23 miles, and it's 230 probably 230 straight degree heading. All right, I think I might have found something again. If you measure from the place where I started, which was kind of the back of it, and just pull this out along the same heading that it was, it goes exactly to this, which is, I believe this is Robert F. Kennedy Memorial. We're going to zoom in and look, but look at the distance. It's exactly 119,911 miles. It's just, to me, it's just mind-blowing. Oh, come on, computer. If we put this on home plate, it also has the 927. Hi guys, this is Dandilion Song, and we're going to just do another edition of the Pope on September 26th in Philadelphia. I just put up 3 videos about drawings that I found in Philadelphia. They're kind of like Pope tour supplements, just to give you an idea of some of the background work that has gone into this area. So look for those in my lineup because they're pretty interesting. I hope you like them. So I'm hoping, we spent a lot of time in the Cathedral Basilica. There was a lot to say, and so I'm hoping we can get through actually the rest of the day. Let's see if we can do it. Well, this article, I'm taking this article from the New York Times, and I'm hoping to, there's a cluster of links that I'm hoping to put in the description. I think I showed you this gematria of the Pope will arrive in a motorcade, but just to show you how well gematria these statements are, I want to show you where more than 1,000 people are expected. More than 1,000 people are expected. So we have a 269. And this is, of course, the date, the 926. The special thing about 926 is it is the 269th day. There's just so much symmetry there. There's just so much. It's amazing. So here's 108. This could also be seen as a 216, and if it was a 216 or twice 108, because of that too, just as a possibility, that would be phi squared, and that would also match Philadelphia. So this one I'm not sure about, but it matches rainbow and some other things. I don't want to spend too much time on the geometry. I just wanted to show you how compelling this was, really, in the simple geometry, that equals the date. And this also equals phi squared too, because it's a 2.618. This 9 is a 1/8. So much there, really. All right, so at 4:45, he's going to give a speech at Independence Hall. Francis will talk about immigration, religious freedom at the lectern used by Abraham Lincoln to give the Gettysburg Address. And Zachary K. Hubbard also did a video on the Gettysburg lectern and the symbolism of all of this. And he found a lot of amazing things. And he's a really good speaker, and he can hold a lot of facts in his head. So please go over to his channel, Zachary K. Hubbard, and look that up, because there's no way I can replicate that awesome video that he did. So I looked up Independence Hall, and it's now called Independence National Historical Park. And I wanted to show you these numbers because it's this is basically a 3 Venus gateway. I just showed you with the drawing of Isis in Philadelphia that's a 3003 near her mouth. It's the first place the Pope visits, and that would be a 33rd degree Venus gateway, I guess. You know, I'm just trying to figure this out as we go along. This one looks like a 3. I was thinking, well, okay, maybe that's not worth showing you, until I scrolled down and found out that it matches David Rockefeller and so many other places that the Pope is going. Well, I guess the UN mostly is Rockefeller connected. There's just a lot of connections. I think he's also going to the memorial of the 9/11 site, and that's Rockefeller connected too. So we just want to be aware of the bankroll, where the money's coming from, where it's going to. Down here, because these numbers are so large, those associations don't end up to be very useful for me. All right, so out of curiosity, I'm going to try to use this more, put the Independence National Historical Park into the JCN gematria counter, which lines up 21 different kinds of gematria, and then I put the meaning of. So here are the numbers, and then we just look for the ones with the most associations. So which number represents the Grand Lodge of England? So this is kind of implying that it's the origin of the New World Order of George Bush, the secret of the original Japanese Reiki Society, the number which represents the practice of Qigong. So these are probably spiritual, those are probably spiritual dragon houses. The master of the healing of the infection named MRSA. The agenda of a harmful disruption of energy fields. The mission of 9/11/1857. All right. I wish it would pop it up at the top if there was one that matched all of them. It's pretty rare that one matches all of them, but that was pretty interesting. So this is the location, just to show you where it is in Philadelphia. It's right next to the Delaware, and it's sort of off the chin. I think this is the chin of ice. Okay, so stay tuned for next time when we are going to delve more into Independence Hall and all of the various clues and symbols, numbers and gematria that we can find to know more about this place.